Important current affairs today. There is a new scheme in Government of India launched by Government of India. Pradhana Mantri Annadata Ay Sanrakshan Abhiyan. Pradhana Mantri Annadata AAAY Samrakshan Abhiyan. Annadata means farmer. Pradhan Mantri Annadata A Samrakshan Abhiyan. The scheme aims to ensure that farmers get remunerative prices. The scheme Pradhan Mantri Annadata A Sanrakshan Abhiyan aims to enhance remunerative prices for the farmers' produce. The scheme is launched because in the recent last budget, the government announced to increase the remunerative prices for the farmers. Next important current affairs. Bogie Heel Bridge. BOGIHEEL. BOGIHEEL. Bogie Heel Bridge is being constructed in Brahmaputra River. On Brahmaputra River. Bogie Heel Bridge is aimed to combine rail and roads in Brahmaputra River area, Assam. It is expected to complete by the end of 2018. Bogie Heel, BOGIHEEL. It is expected to complete by 2018. The 4.94 kilometer bridge. The 4.94 kilometer bridge will facilitate road and rail connectivity between north and south banks of Brahmaputra, and it will help in Assam and Arunachal Pradesh. Next important current affairs, Hubble Space Telescope, HUBBLE. See, Hubble Space Telescope have completed 25 years, 3 years back, and new telescope in America is coming in place of Hubble, James Webb. The name of new telescope coming in place of Hubble was James Webb, JAMES space WEBB, James Webb. There is a news with respect to Hubble telescope today. Hubble Space Telescope has started a new mission to study 6 massive galaxy dusters that may give some light on how galaxies evolved in the universe. Now Hubble telescope is studying about galaxies. It may give some understanding to us about how galaxies evolved in the universe, and we can learn how galaxies are formed, how galaxies are evolved from the beginning of the universe in the cosmos. And here you should know a point. Hubble telescope already detected some of the most distant galaxies. In NASA there is a new survey called Buffalo, BUFFALO. Star mark question for this year prelims, Buffalo, BUFFALO. Beyond ultra deep frontier fields. Buffalo full form, beyond ultra deep frontier, FRONTIER, frontier fields and legacy observation survey. Beyond ultra deep frontier fields and legacy observation survey, Buffalo. It's a telescope to view regions that are adjacent to huge galaxy clusters, to study the regions which are near to galaxy. Buffalo belongs to NASA. Okay, the Buffalo program is designed to identify galaxies. The Buffalo program is designed to identify galaxies in their earlier stages of formation. Galaxies in their earlier stages of formation. Buffalo is very important. Buffalo is very important for this year's exam. Generally, UPSC tries to confuse it by giving what is buffalo. What is buffalo? It's a survey of NASA to search galaxies. Evolution of galaxies. Okay. And a new, you all know this was in news from last 2 years, again came into news. TESS. What is TESS? TESS. What is TESS? TESS. Transiting Exoplanet Survey Satellite. TESS. Transiting Exoplanet Survey Satellite. This satellite hunts or tries to search new planets. NASA's TESS is a searcher of, hunter of new planets. New planets. NASA's TESS is a hunter for new planets. Remember, again important for exam. TESS. NASA's TESS is important. Coming back, as you all know, last year we have seen the merger of SBI group. SBI, SBH, State Bank of Patiala, State Bank of Travancore and Mysore. All these state banks are merged into State Bank group now. Today, the government announced one more merger. Bank of Baroda, Vijaya Bank, Dena Bank. Bank of Baroda, Vijaya Bank, Dena Bank. If they were merged, this is the third largest group in India. If they were merged, this is the third largest group in India. So merger is good for good reasons. Business looks large, they can solve problems very easily. So let's see how it's going to work. Okay, government announced merger of 3 banks. Next, Himalayan divide. Today's editorial, Himalayan divide. India-Nepal relations. For international relations, we will always search for material, but newspaper is the only material for IR. If you see this article, India-Nepal, the relationship between India and Nepal is not very positive nowadays. Nepal is still saying that India is responsible for 2015 economic blockade in Nepal. 2015 economic blockade in Nepal. Recently, BIMSTEC military exercises, Nepal have not participated. India actually mooted these exercises. India have taken decision for these exercises, but Nepal have not participated. And Nepal have participated Mount Everest friendship exercise with China. Instead, Nepal have participated Mount Everest friendship exercise with China. The issue is, India-Nepal does not just have open borders but also strong military links. India-Nepal does not just have open borders but also strong military links. And India and Nepal, each other army chiefs will be given, each other country will give honorary rank of general. Honorary rank of general to each other. To that extent we have got that. And Chinese investments in Nepal, Nepal's connectivity with China, Chinese investment projects, transport projects with Nepal, they are really cause of concern for India. Now, geography made us neighbors. We are not expected to de-link our relations. It's good both for India and Nepal to go hand in hand in its relationship. Otherwise, it is disastrous for us both. For India, India needs to win over its neighbors to become a great power. For Nepal, as a landlocked country, it cannot completely rely on China. For both of them, India and Nepal, relations are must. Good relations are must. This is the core of the article. Himalayan divide. 2 plus 2 is less than the sum of its parts. 2 plus 2 is less than the sum of its parts. The word 2 plus 2, wherever it appears, it is America and India. Wherever we see 2 plus 2, America and India. The other starts by saying, if 2 plus 2 is conducted by America with other country, it means America have a special relationship with that other country. But by saying rule-based international order, America dominated rule-based international order, America will establish. America will say rule-based international order. But whose rules? It is American rules. The other claims that, he says that, the 2 plus 2 talks are more favorable to America than to India. And one of the aims for both America and India is containment of China. Containment of China, that you all know. And you all know we have many agreements between America and India with respect to logistics. We have General Security of Military Information Agreement. General Security of Military Information Agreement in 2002. 2 years back, we have signed LEMOA. In 2016 we have signed LEMOA, Logistics Agreement. And last week we have signed COMCASA. Communications Compatibility and Security Agreement. COMCASA, Communications Compatibility and Security Agreement. You have to remember 3 agreements. General Security Military Information Agreement, Logistics Agreement, Logistics Exchange Memorandum of Agreement, and COMCASA. These 3 agreements are made between India and US. India is expecting more from US, particularly advanced high altitude drones named Weaponized Sea Guardian. India is expecting lot of defense cooperation from America, but we don't think that America will extend that. And here in this article, they have used a beautiful word called strategic integrity. In this article today, M.K. Narayanan used a word called strategic integrity. Not just strategic autonomy, it is strategic integrity. Strategic autonomy means our country maintains its independence in foreign policy and taking decisions. Strategic integrity means India is struggling to maintain strategic integrity. Means strategically it will be maintaining its own process, its own identity, its own culture and its own basic level of values in foreign policy. India is still working for strategic integrity. There were several occasions where India is alleged that India is with US or India with Soviet Russia. But India, our Prime Minister Modi recently said, India has strategic autonomy in its foreign policy. That you have to remember. Okay. Next, saving rivers. Yesterday there was report. The Central Pollution Control Board said that CPCB, the Central Pollution Control Board said that the number of critically polluted rivers, segmented rivers were increased from 302 to 351. Critically polluted segments 302 to 351. Maharashtra, Assam, Gujarat. Maharashtra, Assam, Gujarat. And we are spending lot of money for development, cleaning of Ganga itself. But nothing much was improved. There is an urgent need to clean up rivers. There is an urgent need to clean up rivers. Next article is the progressive way. The progressive way. This article is related to Uniform Civil Code. The progressive way. This article is related to Uniform Civil Code. Article 44, which is a directive principle of state policy. Article 44, which is a directive principles of state policy, speaks about Uniform Civil Code. The personal laws of all the religions should be same. One nation, one law. The concept one nation, one law. The personal laws of all religions should be same. But last week, Law Commission in its report said, Uniform Civil Code at this stage is not feasible in India. Uniform Civil Code at this stage is not feasible in India. But Uniform Civil Code really helps for a progressive society. We cannot achieve Uniform Civil Code at a single stroke. But slowly and steadily, there is a need for Uniform Civil Code in India. We need to have Uniform Civil Code in India. And there are regular articles with respect to National Registry of Citizens, with respect to Tamil Nadu politics, Dravida politics, all those things. Let us discuss some more news tomorrow. Okay.